Northwest Arkansas, home of the Ozark Mountains, and home of a simple people with simple lives. But there's one common belief that ties these people together.
I was over in that woods. I was over out in there. It was moving through the woods like something you see in the zoo, like I'm trying to say an ape. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like nothing that I've ever seen. A little bit like maybe a relative, like the tall boy that comes Christmas here. Very tall, like nothing that you've seen in these woods before. And he was walking on out at a pretty good steady pace, not bothering twigs, not bothering trees, not bothering nothing. Walking softly, like he couldn't hear his steps. Walking like it. I remember it. The Sasquatch that came nearest to the house was in 1987, and he came right over there. And he came up pretty close to the house, and that's when Percy went wild. Percy clawed that thing, had brown tufts of fur in her paws, and came back in bloody from a fight. I mean bloody. Had blood dripping off her. The worst thing that happened that night is to keep that Sasquatch from coming in this house. This cat lost a leg in the process. This cat right here. I'm sorry, Percy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Percy. Now that upsets me. But that cat's leg is gone and can't be replaced. My name is Rollie Rowdabush. It's my boy Coont Lynn Rowdabush Woodland and Lydia Ray Rowdabush on the accordion. That's her only joy in life. She learned Irish jig music when she was about 7, and that's all she plays now. Coont is a whittling boy. He whittles all his life. This here was part of Grandma Tompkins' youngest boy's swing set, long time ago, and we put this together as a Yeti trap out here. Didn't seem to stop him. He bent them, twisted them like they was damn nails, something. Bent them like nails. The thing about the Sasquatch is that the face, I've never fully seen the face, but like, well, there was a lady passed out this way, Jenkins. I don't remember her first name. Lady, you remember Jenkins' first name, lady? The mule woman? Had the mule face, had the big nose and the face, the jaw that hung down. The beast, the Sasquatch looked something like her. Something like her, but not exactly. There's the one, the fur, the feet, oh my God, and the smell. Like nothing I've ever smelled before in my life. I've cleaned a cesspool. I've cleaned a cesspool. I got the stuff under my fingernail. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I've had diarrhea. I've smelled it. Nothing like it. I've had cats die. I've had animals die on me. I've had an animal die on me, and the smell of blood and guts on me. Nothing like the smell of the Sasquatch's fur. As you see right here, it's covered up a little bit with leaves. But this is you can kind of see it right here. That's the Yeti track right there. See the toes, foot, back of the heel right about here. Here's a normal man's foot. Normal man's foot next to the Yeti print. I wouldn't come out here unless I had other people with me. Okay, you see, excuse me, you see right up straight ahead of me, that big tree falling down? That was a storm of 82, knocked that tree down. Pulled that tree down, knocked these trees down over here. But this one was the one where I seen him walk right behind it. The Yeti I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Walked behind there, and then we found tufts of fur, like not any dog you've ever seen. Tufts of fur of some kind of animal. If you've seen this animal, you would cry. Yeah, I seen him. You see them knots on that tree? A lot of people say them diseased. That the trees get them diseases. That's a knot where a Yeti has scratched it, and the bark has grown back over. A knotted scratch of a Yeti. Now my grandfather told me that, and that's something that I have to believe. I've seen it. Other people seen it. All this area. I wouldn't come out. The first time, this is that place I was telling you about. This is where that tree was at. And the first time we seen him, right back over that ridge there, he was walking along, kind of at a gate. Had one hand down, kind of bent, and walking upright, like a human, but had something that I can't quite describe. Coont, you was with me that day. We seen him. Go back on that ridge there and show him how that thing walked. When we seen him walking, he's going like that. You remember that? You saw it and Liddy seen it. That won't scare you with it, boy. Now you watch him. He's seen that thing, and I've seen him impersonate this thing at many Christmas parties, and he'll do it for the family. And it's the same way that we seen him that time. Right there, walking, looking at us, and then walking on, and walking on. That's exactly what he did. That's good, Coont. Coont seen it. I've seen it. This used to be old general store here. We took it over, my boys and I, for a Bigfoot hotline. After I had seen him 3-4 times, it was time to do something, and the more people had seen him, the more credibility that I had,
Right.
So we set this place up as a 1-800 Bigfoot hotline. People could call in. They called in that number, 1-800 Bigfoot.
Oh, I see.
Didn't do too well. This is what I'm talking about, half believers. People see it, afraid to call in.
So about how long were you up?
This place we were in business about 2 weeks, and no calls. We couldn't pay the electric bill. Couldn't even pay the damn electric bill. This place folded faster than Superman on laundry day. It was over. It was over before it started.
I see.
We still got some phones left, and a couple of stools here. And one of the big problems is I think I had Coont on one of the lines, and Coont, bad phone conversation.
Right. I understand.
Not much talking going on with Coont.
I understand.
People would call in and hello, and he couldn't answer them. Out. Very few of my businesses have worked out. The beauty shop and bait shop, beauty parlor, bait shop didn't work out. The fishing beautician, people wouldn't come in for that. We changed the name to Perm and Worm, and
that didn't help.
We thought maybe man come in, get some bait, the woman get a free permanent, but that just didn't work out. That's part of my own fear, I think. Some days I couldn't get up and go into work. Right up here, I'll show you something.
Is everything
we're
okay?
Yeah, we're okay now. Right here, this window here tried to bust this one out.
You
tried to bust this one out.
see if you can catch.
They've come and cleaned up the fur because it scared too many people here.
So you mean
but there was fur hanging out this window
Sasquatch
here.
fist went through that window is what you're telling me?
I tried to. Did finally go through this one. Broke this window completely out and crawled in there and slept.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a nest in there.
There's a nest in there.
There was.
Maybe we can see where that
No,
was.
but this is abandoned. This thing's abandoned.
That's why he'd get in there. Wouldn't get in there if that thing is moving. But I guess there is part of a Sasquatch is just a rambling type of guy, and just wants a place to lay his head.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd get in there and lay down. You see what I'm talking about in here now? You see how it'd be a perfect place for him to come lay, because this is out. No train hardly ever comes down this track. So it's perfect, just prime area.
Right.
For a Sasquatch to come lay.
Uh-huh. Any stories of people being on a train, having one on a train, moving train? Heard any of those stories?
No, I told you, he'd never get on a moving train. Never get on.
Maybe come down to have dinner with a couple of passengers sitting on the dining car?
I think you making jokes.
No. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to milk you for information here. See what you think about. I've heard stories like that. Wondering, your opinion.
No, once again, you gotta consider the source. Consider the source. I'm a true source, and you've listened to people that have embellished and made mockery and jokes about Bigfoot. You gotta believe what you have to believe, and you don't believe me, then you don't know the truth. I'm talking the real thing, and I don't tell like Sasquatch playing games and playing with cards and talking to people about their farming and stuff. That's a big bunch of lies. I'm talking about just a wild beast that is trying to make a go of it in this world. Whew. It's not right, but it's there. He'll always be with me. On days he's not, I get a little bit of work done, but very seldom. Very seldom. Coon and I used to have a recycling business on the edge of town. Metal recycling. We were in the metal recycling business. We took over 23 tons of metal. And we found out that the people don't recycle metal. So we kind of got out of that business after I hurt my back loading the hood of a 57 Chevy up over a top rack. That's when I hurt my back. Now, Coon and I, we live around here, and we do the jobs that keep the family together. But there's no way that a person can live their life without some fear. Living near this area, there's fear every day. There's fear of the Sasquatch. There's fear of the next damn bill that is coming in, because we can't work. Can't talk. Can't go for any kind of interviews. And my back is just almost broken. I think that's one reason that people don't believe us. I just wish that Coon could talk. Coon is a hard worker. I love my boy. I wish a Sasquatch had never entered our lives. It's called sensing is believing. Oh, tell me, precious eyes, just what you see. Could that upright beast be Yeti? Oh, nose on my face, just what do you smell? A creature so foul, he must have come from hell. Oh, friendly ears, valuable and true, is the screaming you hear frightening you? Oh, tongue, sweet tongue, my appetite you whet. That bile you taste comes from just being upset. How coarse the Bigfoot's hair on my skin. No one understands the nightmare I'm in. I believe it because I have no choice. Senses don't lie. They explain reason's voice. And that helps me deal with the pain. It helps me understand more of myself. Poems by my son Coot. He's been touched by the beast. This title here, Coot's poem. He's covered in fur, just like a dog, who is not like a dog, but like a big scary man. He howls and he whoops and he smells like shit. A coot Rowdabush. Man, that's good, boy. That's good.
Rollie Wayne Rowdabush. A man haunted by a part of his past he cannot reconcile. But through his experiences, Rollie seems to have grown into a belief, a faith even, that the lessons he's learned have strengthened him. And he muses that perhaps fate has put the Sasquatch in his life for some greater purpose.
We go on and we live our lives. You know, we live our lives the best way that we know how to, but the main thing is that we have to live our lives in fear for the rest of our lives for what Sasquatch has done to us.
July 17, 1992. Rollie Wayne Rowdabush and his family disappeared, living their lives in fear.
Look out! Well, I grew up in Arkansas. That's where I saw him staring at me through the trees. He had my toaster in his hand. Give it back to me, Bigfoot, please. You took my car, you took my wife, stole my kids, you changed my life. The next time that I see you, there is gonna be a fight. Ooh, yeah. you were not